Sutter's Fort was built in 1839 by John Sutter. John August Sutter was an immigrant and settler himself. He was born in Germany, and in 1834 he left France and traveled to New York. From New York, he traveled to New Mexico and then into California. And in 1839, he settled and built the fort. It was an agricultural and trade colony in the Mexican Alta California province. The fort was originally called New Helvetia, which means New Switzerland. John Sutter built the fort to supply goods and services to settlers ending their mission along the California Trail. It was the first non-indigenous community in the California Central Valley. At the fort, John made blankets for settlers to buy. He had a flock of sheep and used the wool to make the blankets. Blankets were the only thing they weaved at the fort. It is said for every one blanket, 10 people wanted to buy it.
This is the type of loom we'll be using. The warp is up and down, and we add the weft, which is going to go left to right. This is the original heddler or beater bar. We're going to take a shed, and this is what we run the yarn through left to right. It's very important that when you're running it left to right, that you have it at a slight hill right here. So as you line it up, make sure it's not straight across. Again, have it at a slight hill. And she's going to go up with it, and then she takes it, and then but not with one hand, because then it's going to be at an angle. You want to make sure you're using both hands, and she whacks it. Then when she goes to put it back, this time she's going to put it down. And as you can see, she puts the bar down. Now she's going to take the runner and then run it through the other way. And here you can see every single one of you is going to be doing this. So again, you're taking your shed, you run it through in between, make sure it's at a hill. You're going to be using both hands, and then you're going to give it a nice whack. And here you see again, we're running it through. Okay. Making sure it's at a hill, and then we're going to give it a nice whack. So again, what you want to remember is you're going to take the runner, put it through every time. So you're going left to right, back and forth, make sure it doesn't get stuck, drag it through. Make sure it's at a hill. You're going to whack it off. You'll cut it, and then you'll kind of just tuck it in like this. I'll help you with this part. Okay, and then at that point, the next student will come along and they will start theirs. As you can see here, we can add different things like a stick. There's different yarn you guys are going to be able to use. You each will get to pick what yarn you want to use. And then we also can add beads to the project, which is super cool, and put Mrs. Van Dyke's name on it, or class of 2018, something fun like that. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to working with you and creating a beautiful woven rug just like they did at Sutter's Fort in the 1830s.
Alright, here is a weaving song that we are going to practice to help us with the rhythm of the weaving motions. Alright, so let's start out. It goes, run the shuttle through the warp, take the yarn to the left, up the hill and two-hand whack, place the heddle way up high, run the shuttle through the warp, take the yarn to the right, up the hill and two-hand whack, place the heddle way down low. And you're just going to keep repeating this, and then we'll practice the hand movement, so when you show up at Sutter's Fort in April, you'll be ready to go.
So the hand movements that we're going to use are, so basically you pretend like you're holding your shuttle, okay? So we're going to go left, whack, up with the heddle, and then right, whack, down, left, whack, up, right, whack, down.